Welcome back to Red Dead Online. In this video I want to give you a full guide to how the legendary animals work. I know you've probably got a lot by now, but there's one reason I'm doing this, and that's because I've been doing a lot of research regarding the legendary animals for a few days now, and I believe that I've fully cracked exactly how they work. I also want to say this: content creators, and there are a lot of them, of all different channel sizes, when they are making how to find location guides, walkthroughs on these legendary animals, you need to be specific. I'm a content creator, but I'm also a gamer. That's the reason I create content, to help players with their games, to have a laugh, have fun, and play games because that's something I really enjoy. As a content creator, you make videos, you stream. There's a lot of different ways of creating content, but when you are putting out a how-to, tutorial, tips and tricks, guide, anything like that, you need to explain exactly what is happening, and you do it in the shortest time possible. I see videos all over the place, how to do this, how to do that. It's something that could be explained in a few minutes, but this video is lasting like 22 minutes or something like that, and you're like, oh my god, I literally just wanted to see this little clip of this video, so why is it so long? You see them all of the time. Sometimes I even feel that my videos personally are a little bit on the longer side, but I try keeping my videos as short as they can possibly be, whilst fitting in as much information as I feel necessary. And that's why I'm doing this guide, because I've been looking for these legendary animals, been trying to do research for the last few days, and to make that easier, I've been watching videos myself on the exact spawn locations, times of day, because there are a few different factors. But there are so many videos. YouTube is starting to become oversaturated with these guides on how to find separate legendary animals. Some people are doing videos like 90 seconds long, 2.5, 3.5, 4 minutes, which are good lengths for the information that's going to be put into that video, but they're missing out all of that information. I've seen videos where people are starting the video at Gus, they are ending the video at Gus. For those of you that don't know, Gus McMillan is a guide that is linked to this naturalist role. When you originally purchase the role, you can either work for Harriet or Gus. If you are working for Harriet, you're going to be putting animals to sleep. You're going to be taking samples of their blood, handing the samples in, like selling them to Harriet. She'll give you a stamp for each of the animals, and bear in mind, you don't need to photograph the animals or anything like that. You literally just need to have a sample. You have an animal field guide, which shows you all of the different animals you can sedate and sample. You collect stamps, you complete a category or a full set, and then you can trade that in. You'll get money and a good amount of XP. On the other end of the spectrum is Gus, and instead of sedating and sampling the animals, you kill them, take the pelts, and he gives you nice clothes. I say he gives you nice clothes, you have to buy them. So basically, you kill a legendary animal, take the pelt, that's like one of the ingredients, then you have to pay him like $700 and he'll make you a coat or something like that. So people are starting their videos showing what's happening at Gus, they're ending their videos showing another clip of what's happening at Gus. Throughout the middle of the video, the rest of the video, like 3 minutes worth of content, they are just showing running around chasing this animal, sedating it, sampling it, that is it. There are set factors to these animals. For an example, the marble fox. You can find this fox is native to the abandoned settlement that is up at Coulter, at the north of the map in the snowy region. It doesn't mean you're going to find that marble fox inside the settlement. You can be anywhere in the surrounding area. If I show you a map location here, that's exactly where we found it. Another thing about these legendary animals, it's supposed to notify you at the top left of your screen saying that a legendary animal is nearby. There are a lot of bugs that come into the game with this naturalist role, and a lot of the time that notification does not pop up at the top of your screen. Sometimes you can simply hear the noise of an animal if you know that you're in the right area for it, pop down a legendary pheromone and it can be there. But at the same time, don't waste your pheromones, because it's always going to say there's not a legendary animal nearby. So make sure that you are almost certain, because these pheromones are not cheap. When you buy them from Harriet, they are $20 each. There has been a lot of misinformation with a lot of this stuff regarding legendary animals, but the way the pheromones work is if you are notified in the top left corner of your screen that there is a legendary animal nearby, or if you're in the area and let's say you're tracking a wolf, you hear a wolf noise, you would pop one down. If that legendary animal is nearby, it will provoke a reaction. These aren't going to get, like, these don't increase the chances of spawning in a legendary or anything like that. These are if there is a legendary nearby to where you are, you pop it down, it's going to provoke a reaction. So if you're tracking a wolf, the wolf will make a noise and it will lead you in the right direction of being able to track it. The legendary animal pheromones do cost $20. You can originally hold 30 of them, but there is a pouch upgrade. I'm not sure which role it's tied to, but there is one that will allow you to carry 40 instead of 30. So with the price of $20 each, depending on whether you have the pouch or not, or the upgrade for the pouch or not, it will be $600 or $800 to completely fill this out. You can, if you have the Outlaw Pass number 3, you can be gifted some for free, but at the same time, if you get the right ingredients, you can craft them. So, to give you a full guide on how to capture the legendary marble fox, you travel up to Coulter, you roam around the area, and you make sure that you do it around the time where the sun starts setting. So when it's starting to transition from daytime to nighttime. So I would say in between maybe 7 and 9 or 10 PM. That sort of time is the most common time you'll find that legendary marble fox. And you pretty much just roam around in a circle around that abandoned settlement. You go quite a large circle. I'll put like a circle around the area I would go around. So you'll see the sort of radius on the map. So you have the location of the animal, you have the time of day that is most common to come out. But you need to realise that these are random spawns. They're not always necessarily going to come out on the first time trying. They're also not guaranteed to come out at that same time of day. I've seen footage of the marble fox being captured, sedated, whatever you want to call it. I've seen that footage and it's just broad daylight. It's really bright and sunny outside, so it's different times of the day as well. But that transition from daytime to nighttime is the most common. So you have the location it can be found, you have the time of day. That is pretty much all you need to know, because then it's just about searching for these animals. Some people will also just show footage of when they have sedated the animal. So this time around, say you are going for the Azula Elk, which is down in New Austin. Someone could show you that they've sedated this, let's just say underneath, so the south side of the first S in Springs, where it says Cholla Springs. That's where they sedated the animal, but that's nowhere near, like possibly nowhere near where they actually found it. They could have found that to the north side of the sea in Cholla, but they've had to track the animal all the way over to that S. So you're not going to know the exact spawn point of where that animal spawned in. And with all of that being said, what makes this even tougher is not just the fact that content creators aren't making videos the way they're supposed to be made. If you're doing a how-to or a tutorial, you need to explain how that thing's done properly, or there's no point making that video. But besides that, there are bugs involved with this role. But there is a good side to come from this after I explain the bug. So the bug that's been plaguing this game for pretty much since the role come out on the 28th of July. When you reach rank 15 in this role, you unlock a perk called Animal Attraction. You can't disable this perk or do anything with it. It just unlocks. That Animal Attraction perk is supposed to increase your chances of finding legendary animals. What it's done is bugged out and it actually stops them spawning in. So anytime after rank 15 in the naturalist role, your chances of finding a legendary are slim to none. All of this footage you are seeing in this video, the only reason these legendaries actually spawned, because I told you I've been researching this for days. The only reason you're seeing these legendaries is because someone from the Discord server that I've got for the channel, Silent Wanderer, was nice enough, so massive thank you to him. He come and helped us because he is not yet rank 15 in the role. He's currently rank 5. So we had a little chat, said, can you come help us? We're trying to track legendaries. We want to see if it's the case of the level 15 perk not working. Because me, Con and Pete have been playing this game for around 12 to 16 hours every single day since this update come out. And after getting a high level, 15 onwards pretty much, the only one we did find, I can't remember if we were rank 15 or not, was a Mazakuga. But that is the only one we have found. So one legendary in the course of a few days, which is about a third of the amount we were finding when we were below rank 15. And then we got Silent Wanderer to come into the game and help us out. We managed to get the Onyx Wolf. We got the Wakpa Boar, which is just southwest of Blackwater, and the Marble Fox. There is a map. I will put a image on the screen now that will pinpoint locations, but they are just sort of like the whereabouts. It's kind of like a starting point for looking for these legendaries. As I said, they do have a fairly big radius of where they can spawn. The good side of these legendaries, and this is pretty much going to wrap the video up now, is that there are several ways to finding legendaries. You have PS4 exclusives, there are 3 of them. You have your general free roam legendary animals like the marble fox. You have animal sighting legendary missions, which are available from Harriet. Once you reach rank 5 in the naturalist role, you can start doing them. They also, when you hand in the samples, pay a lot of money. For example, the Sapakuga is $65 when you sell that sample to Harriet. That's also going to stamp it off in your animal field guide, and when you get one of the categories for the legendaries, they're worth like $600, $700. And then you also have a few legendaries that can spawn in free roam events. There are 2 different types of free roam events linked to the role. You have wild animal tagging. It will give you a set of like 7 or 8 different animals that you have to keep tagging, so you sedate them with your varmint with sedative rounds. There is a chance for a legendary to spawn in one of those missions. Like every mission you do, every one of those free roam events, you have a chance for a legendary. You just got to be lucky though, because sometimes people do just kill them. And then you also have another free roam event called Protect the Legendary Animal, like Legendary Animal Protect or something like that. And you're basically going to have a timer around 15 to 20 minutes, and you've got to free this legendary animal, and then you have to protect it from poachers whilst it makes its way to its destination. There are a few that can spawn there, so you have specific things to do in the game to get them. PS4 exclusive, free roam events, free roam in general, and Harriet missions. You have different times of day for the free roam ones. Some people are saying that you have specific weather conditions, but I don't think the weather actually affects them. Another thing I noticed as well with the, I believe it's called Tatanka Bison, the description for that legendary bison says that it typically comes out during the day. Every single video I've seen of footage with that bison has shown people sedating and sampling it at nighttime. They haven't done it during the day, even though it's supposed to spawn during the day. So there's a lot of confusion. I've managed to get several legendaries now with the help of Silent, Pete and Con. So you're either going to go for one of the legendaries through the 4 ways we spoke about. You're either going to sedate and sample for Harriet so you can hand them in. Bear in mind with Harriet, if you are killing animals, you'll be put on a timer of roughly 10 to 15 minutes. She will be mad at you, so you won't be able to interact with her. When you try to, she will just spray you with like this mace. It's going to knock you out and spawn you somewhere else. It will be fairly close to Harriet, but you'll normally be able to tell when she's upset with you, because you'll go there and she'll say like, oh, I'm not in the mood to talk to you right now. So don't try interacting with her, she'll just spray you in the face. But you can either sedate and sample a legendary, take it back to Harriet, sell it, get the stamp in your book, collect the category, trade the category in, get loads of money, some XP for the naturalist role as well. Or you can track down these legendaries through the 4 ways we mentioned, and you can kill them. Then you can go hand some of them into Gus to unlock these coats and hats and stuff, cool bits of clothing that you can purchase off Gus once you've unlocked them. Don't forget, the legendary missions are only available from level 5 onwards. There are different factors to catching these legendary animals, and it doesn't always go by the description of the animal directly on the game in the animal field guide. And just note that there is a bug that's affecting a lot of players, where after rank 15, you can't actually see legendary animals because the perk has bugged them out. But as I said with Silent Wanderer, he's below rank 15, so playing with him we are able to find these legendaries. So if you are below rank 15, don't go for any other animals at the moment. If you want to collect the legendaries, just go for all of them first. Don't even sell the samples to Harriet, because she gives you quite a lot of XP for them. Just keep hold of them, sample the legendaries. Once you've filled out all the categories you want to, then go sell them all, because you're going to get a lot of levels from it. So try and keep yourself below rank 15, and you shouldn't really have a problem with the legendary spawning. This is a really long video. I don't know if I've covered everything fully, but I want to say to all fellow content creators, if you're making a how-to, tutorial, location, guide, whatever, please do it properly or don't bother doing it. It's so frustrating as a content creator and a gamer to try looking for something and you just can't find it because it hasn't been done properly. All you've got to do with these legendary animals is show where you originally found it. Possibly, if you want to, show how long the fight was, like how long it took to track it down or whatever. Show the ending location of where you finally got to sedate and sample it. Show the time of day. because it could be broad daylight outside, but it'd be like 4 or 5 p.m. We don't know, we're not wizards. Just, it doesn't take long to press down on your D-pad if you're on console, or press start and people can look at the little stopwatch thing that's in the top left corner of the pause menu. But on that note, I'm going to leave the video there. If I have forgot anything, I will put it in a comment if I remember it. Also, if there's any tips you guys can add, then please leave them in the comments. If there's anything you're stuck with, leave it in the comments and I'll try and reply and help you out. If not, I'm pretty sure someone else from the community can try as well. I will see you in the next Red Dead Online video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Thank you for watching.